there's no bigger bang, no bigger spotlight or boom that you could get out of one fight than Joshua Wilder, clearly. Now, I don't know if you're just winding them up over there or if you're quite serious about this, but you've been quoted as saying, like, Deontay's got to earn the Joshua fight.
No,
he'd have to fight White as a qualifier.
No.
These things are incorrect.
No, this is what they perceive my offer to be. This is how I see it. Wilder against Joshua could be the biggest fight in world boxing. It's very close already. It could be 5 times the size that it is now, right? And fans mustn't lose heart with that and say, oh, well, why don't we want it now? Of course you want it now. You're a fan. But it's my job as well to build this into a huge fight. I'm not talking like 2 years. I'm talking maybe 9 months or something like that. Do you know what I mean? All I'm saying is that in February, I want Anthony Joshua to fight Dillian Whyte. Sorry. I want Deontay Wilder to fight Dillian Whyte for the WBC world title. I'm prepared to pay Deontay Wilder a lot of money to come and do it. If he beats Dillian Whyte, he makes the Joshua fight 3 or 4 times the size that it is now. And he increases his share in that fight considerably. Okay? If he loses, he's got a rematch clause. Right? But I'm trying to grow the fight. So it might be that Joshua, in February or March, goes to America to box, to grow the Wilder fight. Do you know what I mean? So we want that fight. Joshua's strategy and his orders to me are, I want the other belts. So we've got to fight these guys. No problem fighting them. I just want it. I want to make him as much money as possible. Do you know what I mean? That's my name of the game. Why make a fight in February or March that you could make in July or even November, December for double the money? You know? But that's the way I look at it. And I know what I'm doing. I know how to build fights. I know how to maximise the revenue from fights. But Wilder's desperate because he doesn't have the big fights out there aren't him. Like him against Parker is not a big fight. Do you know what I mean? Joshua's the cash cow in the division, and all these guys look at Joshua. And it's not a case of, oh, fight Dylan and I'll give you Joshua. No, fight Dylan for a lot of money and a defence of your title to grow the Deontay Wilder brand and to make the Joshua fight huge. I think White beats Wilder. But Deontay doesn't. But if Deontay thinks it's an easy fight, he should come and take the money.
Is Luis Ortiz still in the conversation in any way?
Absolutely no idea. No idea. I mean, look, I like Ortiz's guys. Jay Jimenez, we work together. You never know in this situation what's happened, do you? But all you know is he's failed another drugs test. I believe he's banned for 6 months. So we're going to fight again in 4 months. So it won't be Luis Ortiz next. Whether he's the new mandatory after that, I don't know. We have no problem fighting Luis Ortiz. But, they were disappointed with me because I said he should be banned from boxing. From the outside looking in, it don't look good, And I had a good conversation with Jay Jimenez. He said, oh, he done this, he done that. And listen, if he did, then he's unlucky. But he still should have wrote it down.
Do you buy the high blood pressure and all this?
Look, I don't want to talk badly about Ortiz and Jay Jimenez and all those guys because I had a relationship with them. We were good to each other. It didn't work out. But I said to Jay, look, Jay, I'm just telling you what it looks like. It don't look good, mate. But they're going to have to go through their process, fight it legally, whatever they've got to do. But we've got to concentrate on ourselves. And right now, we've got to concentrate on Anthony Joshua.
And lastly, you've got Danny Jacobs. Is there any other fighters, American fighters, that you're talking that look like the kind of fighters you'd want to bring under Matchroom?
Yes, there's lots. But until I have the dates, until I have the network out there and the infrastructure, I'm not just going to sign, like loads of promoters would go in now and sign, oh, let's build a massive stable. But I don't have to do that. We'll start with Daniel Jacobs. In the next 12 months, he will box, or the next 15 months, he will box 4 times on HBO. That's a good start for me. I'm going to do 4 shows next year. And I got into trouble as well because I said, and the year after that we're going to do 8, and the year after that we're going to do 12. And everyone thinks I've got an HBO contract for 12. The truth is I don't have a contract with HBO. We have a contract, Matchroom and Daniel Jacobs, to promote Daniel Jacobs on HBO. I am not exclusive to a broadcaster. I saw Richard Shaver say, oh, AJ signing with HBO. Absolute rubbish. AJ's a Showtime fighter at the moment. We've got this fight, another fight. They've been very good to us. They've invested in him. I'm not exclusive with a broadcaster. We'll see how it plays out. HBO have given me an opportunity. But they've given me an opportunity because I bought them Daniel Jacobs. You know, not because I bought them, you know, some random guy who they're not interested in. If I bring them big names, will they give me more dates? I would bet my bottom dollar they would. Maybe they won't.
It seems like a pretty predictable obstacle to Wilder Joshua, the whole HBO fighter versus Showtime fighter. And if it goes the way you say, Joshua fights somebody else after this fight, Wilder does the same, you'll be out of the Showtime contract at that point. Is it just to the highest bidder, or? No,
again, look, we're not, you know, AJ, the US TV is not the be-all and end-all for Anthony Joshua. He's making a lot of money elsewhere. But what I will say is Showtime have invested in Joshua. This is the 5th fight they've had with him. So it's not just a case of, right, we're a free agent now, oh, who's the highest bidder? You know, Showtime will always get first dibs whilst from the moment they've invested in Joshua over the period. So we'll see where that deal goes. We may sign a new deal with them before our deal's up. You know, but ultimately it's not just about who's paying the money. It's about who's going to grow the Anthony Joshua brand with us in America. You know, this is a big business, the Anthony Joshua business, and it's about different markets, and it's about being as big as possible in those markets and working with the right broadcasters. Showtime have backed him. You know, they're really driving his profile. At the moment, we're very happy.
Well, thank you so much for working with the right broadcaster tonight. Radio Rahim with Eddie Hearn. Always a pleasure, always patient. Thank you, sir.